Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's our weekly Red Wings breakdown. Able to get to it a little bit more on time this week. You keep on moving, keep on continuing. Very close games, except for the Flyers game. But hey, you won Monday against the Sabres, which is good. Shootout. I think we already talked. I don't know if we talked about that one yet from last week, but I'm pretty sure we did. You beat the Flyers beat you 4-1 at home. A little lackluster with that one, and then you
Didn't
ended
the
up
same guy
beating
score all the goals for the
Maple.
Flyers?
Yeah, same guy who scored all the goals for the Flyers.
Jesus Christ, he isn't even a goal scorer.
And you beat the Maple Leafs, which actually was the team.
That was a great game.
Other way around this week from what we thought. We thought maybe beat the Flyers, lose to the Maple Leafs. You beat the Maple Leafs, lose to the Flyers. So I mean, it's what we expect this week. You keep on pushing. You're 2 games below 500. Technically, still round that playoff push. And for those of you who want Lalonde out, this is not exactly where you want to be to get him kicked out.
No, and I don't think he will be kicked out. I think, like you said, last year on his contract, I think they're just going to let it play out.
Yeah,
and make that decision at the end of the year. There's no,
the only way he stayed.
I don't with the Wings. It's like they're playing tough. They've made some mistakes in the off season. I feel bad. But they're not mistakes that anybody else wouldn't have made. You take chances and they aren't working out. Patrick Kane so far has been a huge disappointment. Tarasenko, not a huge disappointment, but he isn't where we wanted him to be. But he's still playing well. He's doing okay. We just needed better than okay.
Yeah. And again, it's not what you expected. Your offense should have been better this year. Your defense has played better than it did last year. Your goaltending is better than it was last year.
I don't think the defense and the goaltending are the problem.
Right now, the goaltending is kind of a problem because your 2 top goalies are out, and you for some reason don't want to start Kosa. I don't know why that's a problem. They should have started Kosa at least one game in the past week and a half. He was up. Instead, you called up Jack Campbell instead.
Yeah,
and it makes no sense, but whatever. But you're just going to keep pushing. If you float around 500, Lalonde's going to stay. You're not that far out of a playoff push. As much as we don't really talk about playoffs right now. You are only 4 points out, or not even. Yeah, you're 4 points out of a playoff spot. 2 games. Like it's not improbable.
No, it isn't. No one's saying that. It's just we're like looking at this team, and we see, like I said, that outside of Talbot, they made no improvements over last year as far as their free agent signings. The Wallman trade is still, we're still wondering what the hell they did that for.
Even Mata, I haven't seen how Mata's been playing, but
was a good player for us. But the thing with us is it's more goal scoring than anything else.
Yeah, your goal scoring is.
We're not putting the puck in the net.
And the weird thing is, right, and it's why people are somewhat upset too, is standing wise. Yes, you're 4 points out of a playoff spot, but you're 3 points away from being last place.
Well, right.
It's so close in the East.
Right.
It only takes a couple weeks, and you're either right in the middle of the playoffs or you're bottom feeder of the team.
They got to fix whatever this is. But the thing that bothers you about the Wings is that they don't seem really willing to fix those problems. They're just going to keep going ahead and hope for the best. Like I said, I don't think Patrick Kane can turn this around. I think it's age. I think it's just, it maybe the operation's catching up to him. He looked so good last year, though, for us.
Well, that's it. You can't blame Eisman for that sign. It's another 1-year deal. If he would have put up the production he did last year, all of us would have been like, "Oh yeah."
That's what
But he caught up with his age,
and everybody wanted him to be resigned.
Everyone did.
So I mean,
you can't say you didn't want to do the same thing.
It doesn't seem to be working out. So for whatever reason, I don't know what the reason is.
Like I said, he went from a point per game last year to this year. He's a point, every other game, if that. So he's had 11 points through 25 games. Last year, through his 40 whatever games, he had 40 something points. Right. He was doing good. There's no reason why you wouldn't resign a guy who has that kind of production.
No, I think everybody wanted him resigned, but he's not working out. and that's just the problem. And Tarasenko isn't working out, and this Tyler Mote, who is supposed to help the penalty kill, our penalty kill is one of the worst in the league.
Abysmal. But that's the
So none
weirdest
of these
thing.
things, other than Talbot, is really working out.
Your team defensively, is good, but you suck at a penalty kill.
Right.
But you are terrible offensively. We have one of the best power plays.
Right.
It's like the exact opposite whenever you're in those situations, which is weird to see. But we're gonna keep on pushing through the year, floating around 500 until either you have a massive fall off or you hit the end of the year, whatever happens first.
Or you go on a win streak.
Well, I would say for Lalonde to be fired.
Right.
Lalonde's not going to get. The only way Lalonde stays past this year is if somehow we make a deep playoff run, magically.
I don't even know if it's a deep playoff run. If we make a playoff run, if we make the playoffs, I think he stays, or they might. But like you said, they don't have to pay him after this year, so they're certainly going to reevaluate and
see who's available on the coaching market
right.
at the end of the year and who they might want to keep, who they might not want to keep, where we might go with it. I mean, this week you have your chance. Through this week, they play Wednesday to get a little bit of rest before they have to go start playing games again. They're going to be at home. They're going to play Philadelphia again. You lost them 4-1 already this year. So let's see how you do at home. Right? They're 4-13. They're the playoff team kind of ahead of you right now.
And for whatever, I don't know what it is about. They don't play in the Spectrum anymore, do they?
No.
But we don't win in Philadelphia very often. Even if Philadelphia's abysmal, we don't win there.
I would go to Philadelphia for a hockey game.
Huh?
I would go to Philadelphia for a hockey game.
Really?
Okay. I would. I would go to Philadelphia for a hockey
game. All right. That sounds like fun.
We should do that one year. Go to Philadelphia. Won't go there for a football game. Won't go there for a football game. I'll go there for a hockey game.
But yeah, so like I said, I think Wings are spinning, and they're playing. They're not losing by a lot. They seem to be competitive no matter who they play, whether it's a good team or a bad team. It's a close game. So I guess
this week they have
until something changes.
No, what are you getting to?
What's that cat? We're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, this whole team hinges on whether Patrick Kane can fix himself, Tarasenko can fix himself.
You got Tarasenko for another year too,
right?
So,
and whether these players, I mean, people are getting down on Andrew Kopp, but I think Andrew Kopp's playing pretty darn good.
He's one of the better players this year, honestly, on our team.
Whether or not
stat-wise,
he lives up to his contract. You got Mike Comfort till 2026 or something like that, or 27.
Kopp is fourth place on the team in goals. He has 7 goals. He is at 13 points.
Right.
Which is technically, I saw his points and assists will be lower this year, but his goals will be higher with the average.
Right.
That he's basically what he's supposed to have by the end of the year with what he's been doing. But
I like
most of them are lower.
The new kids are looking pretty good.
They are. Like I said, you have your chance this week. You play Philadelphia at home. You're then going to have a home and home against Montreal on Friday and Saturday. You're going to play at home on Friday, play away on Saturday in Montreal. Last time we did a home and home with Montreal, we won both games. End of the year last year. 2 really, really good games.
Probably the best finish to a season we've ever had.
Mm-hmm. Most exciting, just have it ripped away. Ripped away. That was a fun game to be at last year.
Yeah. There was amazing last 2 games.
And then probably because we won't talk about the Monday's game until after Monday, unless we get to it. The Blues, they play the Blues on Monday, the 23rd. So
do they play tonight?
They don't play tonight. No. Next Monday, 23rd. Because
we probably won't get the Flyers are their next game Thursday?
Wednesday.
I
will be at that game. That's what Harvard
says. Well, isn't that special?
Watch them lose again.
I hope to be able to be at the game. I have a cardio over on Wednesday morning, so it's going to shock my heart. So hopefully I'll be around for that.
But they will be playing Wednesday, though. A home and home Friday, Saturday against Montreal, and then next Monday they play the Blues. Blues, they're above 500. Montreal, 11-16. Roughly around where you're at. Like, it is a battle right now to get the wins. If you get a winning week, 3-1, you will be 500 or about there. 3 win, you'll be 500. if you go 3-1
Okay.
this week.
All right.
And it's possible.
And it's
Within the next
possible.
4 games, you could be 3-1
It's
and be
possible.
500. You could also lose 3 out of the 4 and just dig yourself deeper.
The Wings are, like I said, there's no predicting what they're going to do.
I think the Wings goal by New Year should be 500. Can you be 500 going into January? The rest of the year, you have the Flyers, Canadiens twice, Blues, Maple Leafs, Capitals, and Penguins. And you'll make ground if you can win games because all these teams are ahead of you in the standings,
Right.
except for Montreal.
Right.
And you make ground. You win games. You're going to play one of the better teams right now in the Capitals right before the new year.
And like I said, people are frustrated because the Capitals were a team that were on the same level as you, but yet this year, they're one of the better teams.
You can even say that with
you're regressing, and that's why people are pissed at Steve Yzerman and people are pissed at this organization because we're tired. We don't want a 10-year rebuild. We don't believe in a 10-year rebuild.
But you're also but the difference is with this, why your patience is a lot less with the Red Wings, is you had 25 years straight in the playoffs.
Right.
So your patience with the Red Wings is far less than it is with any of your other sports team because you want to be in the playoffs.
We're looking for a competitive team, a team that can make
500
the playoffs.
Is 500 not competitive enough?
Can, something to cheer for. Give us something.
But we'll see.
Because right now it's just bleh.
I mean, yeah, they don't look as good. They're not as entertaining. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully we have a good week. I'm going to go with 3-1 for the week. I don't know what he thinks this week's going to be. The 4 games.
It's hard to predict. 2-2.
You're going to say 2-2? 2-2. 2-2 for a week. With all that being said, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen with the Wings. Let me know your disapprovals and what you'd like. Until next time, see everybody soon.